There were a lot of jokes during pandemics, tumataas yung number of couples splitting up because you are spending that much time with each other.
99% of the time, we're on the same wavelength. 1% of the time, we want to kill each other.
Let the record state that negative, not much. Love you, Ali.
2020 was a year that turned our world upside down, where we had to adapt to this new normal. In these tough times, many of us turned to food as a source of comfort, while an enterprising few saw it as an opportunity to start fresh. These are the pandemic kitchens.
Hi, I'm Ali, and I'm the co-founder of Noodle Lab.
Hi, I'm Nico Gonzalez, co-founder of Noodle Lab and loving husband to Ali Lim Gonzalez.
I'm really into noodles, not just pasta, but any carb that is long and in soup or sauce, I will eat it.
When we were dating, she said the one food item she couldn't live without, more than rice, more than anything else, was really pasta.
You know, he knew I like pasta, so he was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it up a notch. I'm gonna make the pasta for you.
So I think one of the first dishes I made, I wanted to really impress, was I made that egg yolk raviolo that we sell today.
It was really good, and ever since then, you know, it's been one of my favorite dishes. Pre-pandemic, I was working corporate. I was working for a tech startup called Sweet Escape.
Most of my time was really taken by my corporate job.
Sweet Escape decided they would put the entire Philippine office on extended leave, indefinite leave. So basically, I was on furlough.
We were like, hey, why don't we make a business out of this? Because it was a staple in our house to make fresh pasta. We take it to family potlucks. Looking at the market in the Philippines, there weren't really many vendors that would give you the luxury of having fresh pasta. And that's really where Noodle Lab started.
We didn't take it up in college. We never had our own business before. So it's really a learning experience for us.
Similar to everything I learned how to cook, it was all through YouTube. I started consistently making it every weekend to make sure that I sort of adjust the recipe as I go. So it took me approximately around 3 months to figure out the basic pasta that sort of was the forefather of everything else that we made today. What makes a good pasta? I think on a technical standpoint, it's a pasta noodle that has texture. You don't know real al dente until you've tried fresh pasta.
Pasta changes based on the weather, based on what month we're making it, the time of day, the aircon temperature. You know, you have to have a feel for it.
It's all about the ratios, right? So you have the flour, the liquids, which comes from the egg. It's really a right balance of dry ingredients versus wet ingredients to come up with the perfect pasta texture.
The star of the dish is the noodle. The soup just goes along with it. So we have 3 main types of dough: egg, spinach, and squid ink. While the doughs are resting, I make any filling if there are filled pasta orders like our raviolis, egg yolk raviolo. While I'm doing that, I'm answering inquiries, answering phone calls from the Grab. All the riders are arriving, so we're finishing up the pasta. The doorbell is off the hook. The dogs are freaking out. So, you know, it's tough to balance. And I usually sleep at around 3 or 4 na.
From doing 2 kilos to 3 kilos a day, with her focusing fully on it, she was able to grow to around 10 kilos, 15 kilos a day. Because Ali is very emotional, and, you know, she gets very excited about certain things. So I would be the one that would say, like, okay, we can calm down. Let's try to milk what we have first.
You know, 99% of the time, we're on the same wavelength. 1% of the time, we want to kill each other.
Ready. And when there are times that I challenge certain ideas, that usually doesn't end well, you know.
Maybe sometimes when he doesn't like my idea or what I want to do, I get really tampo.
The usual flow there is Ali meets it with a bit of resistance at first, like, no, I'll do it the way I want to do it. Then after a while, she then realizes, okay, maybe there is merit to what Nico is saying.
It's actually a good balance because what the other one has, the other one doesn't have, and we really complement each other. We balance each other out.
You have certain way of doing things, she has certain way of doing things. So it's inevitable that sometimes there would be clashes. Let the record state that negative, not much. Love you, Ali.
You know, it's really important to trust your suppliers and have a relationship with them. At the start, we were buying our ingredients from the groceries. So expensive. I found really good suppliers, and I'm especially thankful to our farmer partners because they really make sure we get like the freshest produce that we need.
We had this one customer that would order on a subscription basis, wherein she was saying that the pasta was actually becoming a daily part, a part of their daily menu. They'd have a small side of pasta with every meal that they had.
You know, right now we're doing pasta because that's what we're focused on, but we really want to scale this into something that we can supply different kinds of noodles to not just customers, but eventually to businesses. So we want to have, you know, all the carbs.
What makes Noodle Lab special is the fact that we are taking something that is considered to be luxury, you know, and something that home cooks wouldn't generally have access to, and making that available to a broader audience. I think that is really what excites us about Noodle Lab.
Definitely, it's our goal to show that fresh pasta can be made anywhere, and it's being made by two Filipinos over here, and we really have a big passion for it.
The best part is really being able to build something with someone you love, you know, and we are building something together that we are both passionate about.